Yes, student, today we're going to learn compound interest and the question based on it we're going to solve. So first of all, what is interest? Interest is the extra amount that is paid on the money that you deposit in the bank or any other institution. Now come to the compound interest. What is compound interest? The interest calculated on the amount of previous year is called as compound interest. Suppose you deposited amount for 3 years and every year you get the interest. So for finding the interest they take the principal. If you deposited 8,000 rupees for 3 years, then for the first year the principal will be the amount that you paid. For the second year the principal will be changed. What changes will be there? Whatever be the interest paid to you, depending on the rate of interest, that will be added in it. Suppose on the basis of rate of interest, whatever it is given, after adding the interest, your amount at the end of first year become 8,500. Then for the second interest, this will become the principal. For third year, the principal will be changed. What changes will be there? For the second year, the interest will be paid to you and both of them will be added, and after addition you will get the principal for the third year. So you can observe that it is not so easy to find interest. It is a complicated one. This way we can say the interest calculated on the amount of previous year is called as compound interest. So whatever be the interest we are finding, depending on the previous year amount, that interest is called as compound interest. Now compound interest is calculated in three ways depending on the time period. Compound interest, we are writing compound interest in short CI. It is written in short as CI. Compound interest is calculated in three ways depending on the time period of interest. Sometimes it is given that interest is compounded annually. Annually means after every year, means at the end of year you will get the interest. Second, compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly means when you do the half of the year you get 6 months. It means year is divided into two parts. Compounded half yearly means after every 6 months you will get the interest. Number third, compounded quarterly. Quarterly means after every 3 months. Here year is divided into 4 parts. 4 parts you can observe, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. If you add 3 4 times, 3 months, you are getting 12 months. You know total month in a year are 12. So after every 3 months you get the interest. So these are the three ways depending on the time period for finding the compound interest. So first of all we are taking the first condition, finding the compound interest when it is compounded annually. So let us take one of the problem based on it. So let us take question number first, A part of exercise 8.3. Calculate amount and compound interest on rupees 10,800 for 3 years at 12.5% per annum. Per annum means the rate is given yearly. Compounded. Now here is the main word, compounded annually. So this is the first case, the interest is compounded annually. So for finding the amount or compound interest compounded annually, we are going to use the formula. First I am writing the formula for compounded annually. We will take the first we are going to find the amount. Amount is equal to principal 1 plus r upon 100 raised to the power n. A stand for amount, means the money that you will get at the end. P stand for principal, the money at which interest is paid. R is rate of interest, and n is the time period. After calculating the amount, you can tell the compound interest. Compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. So let us start. Here we have 10,800, means this is the money on which interest is paid. So this will be taken as the principal. P equal to rupees 10,800. Rate of interest is given 12.5% per annum. 12 to 24, 25 upon 2% per annum. And time, which is denoted by n, is given 3 years. Now let us use the formula for finding the amount. First of all, we are going to find the amount. Amount is equal to P1 plus R upon 100 raised to the power n. The value of P we have 10,800, 1 plus rate we have 25 upon 2. So 2 we can write at the denominator. It can be multiplied with the 100 because 100 is at the denominator, and time we have 3. Here we are going to do the calculation work. 25 4s are 100. So we get to 1 plus 1 upon 4 to 8, 3. Now after taking the LCM, 8 1 ja 8, 8 plus 1 9. We get 9 upon 8. We get 9 upon 8 raised to the power 3. Now we have to write 9 upon 8 3 times. So 10800 into 9 upon 8 into 9 upon 8 into 9 upon 8. Now you have to do the calculation over here. With the table of 8 we can cancel this. So 8 1 ja 8, 9, 10, 20 it is there. 8 3 ja 24, 4 is left, 40, 8 5 ja 40, 0. Again with the table of 8 we are going to try whether it is cancelled or not. So 8 1 ja 8, we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5 is left, 55, 8 6 are 48, 8 7 are 56. So we are going to take 8 6 are 48, and 55 minus 48, it will give 70, and 70 does not come in the table of 8. It means it cannot be cancelled. So what we are going to do, we are going to multiply all these terms, and at the denominator we are going to multiply both the 8s. So after calculating this, we will get 15377 decimal 34. You will going to multiply all the terms and you have to divide by 64. So after division you will get the amount 15,377.34 rupees. This is the amount. Now for finding the compound interest, what you have to do, we have to use the relation compound interest equal to amount minus principal. So amount we have 15,377.34. We have to subtract principal. The amount of principal we have 10,800. So after subtraction you will get 7 and this will give 5 4. So 4,577 rupees 34 paisa. This is the compound interest that you will get. So student, this way you can find the amount and the compound interest. Thank you.